I think what I've learned is that you can never misinterpret silence, right?
Mm.
So there's a lot of leakage that people like when someone speaks, for me at least, I can see where their subconscious is, I can see where their heart is. It's called a heart posture. So I've learned through the Bible, James chapter 3, you quoted, right? Be slow to speak, slow to anger, quick to listen, right? Um, that's really important because in Ecclesiastes it talks about that too. But it's when you sit there and you let somebody speak, they're just gonna pour everything out.
Mm.
And then it's almost like the way I see it is like I'm like a spiritual heart doctor. Like I'm just waiting for them to like diagnose it, you know. And then it's
Yeah.
not from a level of
Yeah.
authority or I'm better, but I've just noticed like, okay, God, I'm gonna listen to what they have to say, and then you give me the scripture, and literally verses will come out,
Yeah.
right? Like there was a point where George and Ruslan was getting into the hell
Yeah.
debate,
Yeah.
and I knew like we're checkboxing God right now.
Yeah.
We're basically saying, okay, God, if this is true, make it make sense to me. And
Yeah.
if you noticed, I was like, you know, George, like we're trying to checkbox God straight up. Like we're finite individuals trying to understand an infinite
Yeah.
being. You've already said that even if he does send to people and torture them forever, you would believe him regardless, right? It's because we're trusting our thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Because when he sat there, I kept thinking of Isaiah 64, where all our righteousness, including our thoughts, everything from us is like filthy rags. But
Mm.
George was trying to understand, right? Make it make sense to me. Make it make
Yeah.
sense to me. Well, then what makes us different than an atheist or an agnostic? God doesn't call us to walk by sight and things to confirm him.
Mm.
Even though it doesn't make sense, we are called to walk by faith and believe him,
Yeah.
right? So I could see that. And
Yeah.
what that helped me recognize and how I hone in on that skill is just recognizing that people will share their hearts, and you don't like, I don't have to step on the toes, you know,
Yeah.
I don't have to. And why I let Angela do that is because I've learned
Yeah.
that just let people talk and they will express their hearts. They will show you everything that's in their heart.
Yeah.
And then you can then, you know, and I'm the same. Like I used to cut people off. I used to have like main character energy,
Mhm.
you know, and I used to just be like, yo, I gotta say this, I gotta say that. But if you listen to people, you actually gain a lot more
Mm.
than actually speaking.